Let me quickly take you back on what the developments on the ground are happening. Let's quickly take you through developments. Bhupesh Baghel, I'm told, is now in the lead. Devendra Yadav in the lead. Arun Voda now leading. Narendra Singh Tomar of the BJP trailing from his seats. In Bhilwara, the BJP is leading. Vittal Shankar is leading by 700 votes at this point of time. In Suratgarh, it's the Congress that is now leading. In Kolyat, it is the BJP currently leading. In Jaipur, Hawa Mahal, the Congress candidate R.R. Tiwari is increased, has lead. In Bhilwara, as we speak, the BJP is leading. In Neemkantna, we are being told that Rajendra Gouda is currently leading. In Chauksa, it is the BJP that is leading. In Udaipur, as has been pointed out, Vallabhgarh, the Congress is currently leading. In Lunu Vidhan Sabha, that is the BJP's Jogaram Patel, who's leading by 400 votes. And Ashok Gehlot is currently leading by 742 votes from his constituency, as you're seeing. And Colonel R.S. Rathore, former Union Minister, currently trailing in Jotwara. And look at this, the figure on your screens, 96 to 95 in Rajasthan, 108 to 95 and 108 to 96 now in Madhya Pradesh. There are still 24 seats in Madhya Pradesh from which we have no data yet. 3 seats yet to report out of Rajasthan. So you're getting a fairer figure from Rajasthan. In Chhattisgarh, the figure is solidifying to the Congress ahead of 52. 45 is the halfway mark. That potentially forms a government. The Congress near the halfway mark. Ironically, it's the Congress and BJP together that are past the halfway mark in Telangana. Who knows? Anything is possible in politics, I'm told. But okay, I can tell you some of the people here in studio are smiling at that. Very, very interesting battles are taking place everywhere. But the theme of this morning is that the battle in Rajasthan is close, that in Telangana, the BRS is in a whole host of trouble. And in Chhattisgarh, there is good news coming the way of the Congress party. It would be important. Holding a seat in Chhattisgarh, Priya, would be something exciting. Bhupesh Baghel vindicated. He's held fort for the party for 5 years. And this is an important win if they get it.
Before that, I just want to point out, to Rathore trailing, because if the BJP does form the government in Rajasthan, his name was shortlisted as one of the chief ministerial hopefuls. So, he may have to suffer the fate of C.P. Joshi, who was there but who lost because he couldn't retain his own seat. Another surprise name, Rishabh, if the BJP retains wins Rajasthan, is Balaknath Yogi. He is, from an area near Alwar, is one of the constituencies there. He's a sitting MP, but he's contesting. He's again on the pattern on the Yogi Adityanath model, and in an election where the Prime Minister and the BJP wants to fight 24 on the Hindutva plank, having another Yogi as chief ministerial candidate will be as chief minister face will be very good for the optics also. So he could be the dark horse if the BJP does manage to wrest Rajasthan away from the Congress. So that is one thing I would be watching, his candidature. In fact, a lot of people in Rajasthan have been talking about him more than Diya Kumari. I think she was just propped up as a foil to Vasundhara Raje. So Rajasthan is not just interesting in who's winning, but also if they win, will the BJP actually give in to Vasundhara, or will they, appoint someone that the Prime Minister and Amit Shah
I'm getting through as many updates as possible. In Ossia, which is in Jodhpur, sir, we are just live, just please, just be careful. In Ossia, in Jodhpur, it is the Congress that is now leading. I'm told in Bharatpur, the Congress has taken the lead. In Anil Sharma of the Congress in Sardar Shahar is leading by now 1200 vote margin. This is solidifying. In Ratangarh, the Congress now leading by 4,000 votes, expected to take that seat now. So developments that are coming in. In Churu, it is the BJP leading, very slim margin, only 260 votes. In Kota South, Rakhi Gautam is currently leading. Sachin Pilot, as you can see, is leading in Tonk, expected to take that seat. The BJP now predicted to win more seats at this point of time than they did in 2018, leading in 111, the Congress leading in 105. Let's not kid ourselves. That's also neck to neck, because this changes very, very rapidly. It's the others that are being wiped out. Mostly they were Congress rebels last time around, but who knows what's going to happen. The Chhattisgarh scenario solidifying for the Congress. The Telangana scenario, very dangerous for the BRS. It could flip, We could be an hour later and be watching KTR and KCR partying. Maybe, maybe not. We don't know. Right now, it's a very, very nervous time. Manish ji, Madhya Pradesh, are you more confident that Shivraj is about to pull off a major upset? Like it, don't like it. People have cursed him, told him anti-incumbency. This is, if it happens, it's going to be major upset if he retains it.
See, MP, why setback to this Shivraj? I mean, I'm not clear with your question.
No, he's saying win.
I said if he wins it, there will be a major upset. Why would it be a setback?
Yes, see, I'm not getting with the question. Can you repeat it again?
Okay. If he wins, regardless of what has been said about him, there has been no other major face for the BJP other than him and Narendra Modi. So who takes the credit? Does Shivraj take some credit for this and hang in there for a bit longer?
See, if you recall the last phase of election, see, the central leadership has taken the control. Even he was not the face in the last year, Jan Ashirwad Yatra. So I think he may get the chances to become the CM, but at present there may be some new face may come in the MP. You see, if you see in the MP, central leadership of BJP has introduced many big leaders like Kailash Vijayvargiya, like Narendra Singh Tomar. So I think BJP has decided to change the CM. So even if BJP wins in the MP, I mean, this Shivraj Singh Chauhan may not be the CM.
Okay.
However, he has the age.
Okay, so let me flip this around. As we speak, Priya, how important is this for Jyotiraditya Scindia, who delivered the government in Madhya Pradesh, to also deliver votes from his bastion, whether it's Gwalior or nearby?
No, the Gwalior Chambal area is very important, and in fact, there are about 36 seats from there. So it is very important that he deliver those seats if he wants to stay relevant in state politics and in the Modi Shah dispensation in central politics also. Because if you don't, the only reason he got a cabinet berth and others didn't was that he came with some backing at the state level. So in that sense, it's very important for his own survival and also for his own chief ministerial plans. Because I do disagree. I think one panelist said that he wants to stay. He's happier at the centre than at the state. No, Jyotiraditya Scindia would very much like to be the chief ministerial face of the BJP in Madhya Pradesh. That was his dream.
Yeah,
that is why
not.
he fought from the Congress and left, because Kamal Nath was given the chief minister's chair, not him. So he's very much keen in there, very much in the running, but all depends if he delivers.
He's got to deliver, he's got to sweep. And it's not looking like that right now.
Out of 36 seats. Currently, I think the BJP has 19 or something, if I'm not wrong.
So the BJP Congress fight in Madhya Pradesh just got a whole lot closer, uncomfortably close. 116 is exactly where you need to be if you're looking to form a government. But the Congress is at 111. Akhilji wants to make a point. Go ahead, sir.
I think within half an hour we will be able to see the right figure, because election machines are also under pressure from the ruling parties. So this trend is showing that the difference in Madhya Pradesh now from 14 to now it comes down to 5. So I think as I predicted earlier that Madhya Pradesh, Rajasthan, Telangana and Chhattisgarh all
all right. Kailash Vijayvargiya is leading from Indore, so we have a clarity from Indore. He's expected to win that seat. A quick update from Chhattisgarh, which is a lot more predictable because the leads are solidifying. In the Raipur area, in Surajpur, in the Prem Nagar Assembly constituency, the BJP is in the lead, expected to win. From Bhatgaon, BJP leading by 4,000 votes, expected to win that seat. In Pratappur, it is once again the BJP that is currently leading by over 1,000 vote margin. Is expected to win. So those are the BJP leads in that 28 figure of Chhattisgarh, not enough to form a government. As I pointed out, in Gariaband, it is the BJP currently leading by 500 votes, and the Congress meanwhile is leading in the adjacent seat by 1,000 votes. It is going down to the wire. Rajasthan is split neck to neck. Madhya Pradesh has become closer, but the difference, remember, last time around was exactly 5 seats. And that was the difference between being able to form a government and not being able to form a government. And it might come down to that. Ladies and gentlemen, I think what you're seeing on the top right of your screens is going to be the big takeaway story for today. Telangana is an existential crisis for the BRS and a major development in national politics. Remember, the state was only created with the first election happening only 10 years ago. The state created by a former UPA ally who then defected from the party in very complex political circumstances. The central leadership under Manmohan Singh's government and by Sonia Gandhi gave the go-ahead for the creation of the state. The state got created and hey presto, the Congress got wiped out from both the sub-states that remained in Andhra Pradesh and in Telangana. And that's how it's remained for a long period of time, where it is the son of a former congressman who himself was persecuted in all sorts of cases that you can possibly imagine under the UPA government. You know, we often say the government these days goes after political rivals very effectively with all these agencies. Well, ask Jagan Reddy and he'll tell you exactly what the Congress UPA did to him. Well, he took on Andhra and the Congress suffered there. And in Telangana, a state in which in Andhra, in United Andhra, there was a strong party in the days of Jagan's father, probably unchallengeable party in that state, got wiped out. And this is a comeback. 60 it takes to form a government in Telangana. 61 leads is what they're sitting at. It is heartbreak. The BJP, which was sitting at only 1, will be more than happy with 5 or 6. I don't know if they'll be happy with the Congress government forming over there. Chhattisgarh, 56. You only need 45. Chhattisgarh should sweep one way or the other. It's unlikely to give a very hung mandate. So most likely it's going to be a sweep. Most likely the Congress from 56 edges closer to the 60 mark and the BJP will have to walk away with the defeat there. But it is all up to grab in Madhya Pradesh and in Rajasthan. What a close contest. I don't know if it stays that way. But technically the BJP has crossed the halfway mark in leads in Madhya Pradesh. Manish ji, now do we expect at this point of time that it's going to be very similar to last time? So close, less than 0.5% of the votes, less than 3-4 seats the difference.
Yes, actually yes, but this gives a message that Congress is somewhere going ahead. In this election or next election, it will be the regime of Congress. This is what I get the message from the results. You know, Telangana Congress is getting big margin. And in MP and Rajasthan, at both the states, Congress is working very well. But one thing we have to consider in especially Rajasthan and MP, both are local leader driven Congress. If Kamal Nath is out from the MP and this Ashok Gehlot is out from the Congress, there is nothing in the Congress in Rajasthan and MP. So this is what we should take care, because Congress has to have the central leadership powerful. If we see Rajasthan, Ashok Gehlot was so adamant that he has the decision on every seat. He tried that his man is there in the position and the people of Sachin Pilot will not get the seat. So, and similarly in the Kamal Nath, the central leadership was saying something else and he was giving to the interview to the journalist which was barred by the Congress. So,
okay,
they people have become more stronger than the Congress party.
Okay, KCR is still trailing in Kamareddy, okay? Oh. He wouldn't want to lose that if just for prestige value's sake.
Wow.
Remember, he has other options, but nonetheless, quick updates from the ground as we speak. In Saraipalli, it is the Congress that is leading now by near 4,000 votes, so expected to take that. It's a slightly closer contest when it comes to Basna, where the BJP is leading but by 1,400 votes, so it's a closer contest there. The Congress is currently leading in Kalari as well by only 1,100 votes. So these are all close contests. Anything less than 2,000 votes is a close contest, which is too close to call. Kailash Vijayvargiya is now leading by 1,500 votes from his constituency in Indore. So expected to win that seats as we speak. Excuse me. We'll put more figures on this, but what you're seeing is a very, very strange trend. And the reason I call it a strange trend, because it was strange last time around, that the contest between two major parties in a politically very, very new time, a Narendra Modi time of single party government replacing coalition governments of the past 15-20 years was a new time. To have such a close contest where less than 0.5%, it was 0.3% of the vote in one state, 0.5% of the vote in another state. In fact, the BJP had their 0.3% advantage in Madhya Pradesh, but lost out the 5-6 seats. And we are seeing something very similar playing out as we speak. It could change. but it seems to be that. But if it stays like this, Priya, the BJP will call this a major deal to have taken Madhya Pradesh yet again. So that means for the past 25 years, barring 2.5 years, they've led the state. It's not a joke.
No, it's not a joke, and as I said, for them, for BJP, the north is also very important. Apart from the larger chunk of seats, it's also their bastion. Their, Hindu Hriday Samrat is what Narendra Modi is known at. So to lose Madhya Pradesh would be a big blow to the whole, to the optics and the whole ideology from which they are going to be riding the 24 wave. What is interesting, Rishabh, is the bigger picture here, that there is no wave, in favor of, because whatever you may say, the election was for Modi ke man mein Madhya Pradesh ke man mein Modi. That was the tagline in Madhya Pradesh, if you recall, during this election. His posters were everywhere. He didn't campaign so much there, but he campaigned very much in Rajasthan. Also the BJP tried to polarize the vote. We had Hemanta Biswa Sarma, we had Chief Ministers, Smriti Irani, Cabinet Ministers coming and campaigning, and the tone of the thing was, campaign was very polarized. Ke Hamas mein ho raha hai, par yahan ke Hamas ka hum kya kare?
Okay.
This is the tone of the campaign. So it was a run-up, it was the trailer for 2024. The fact that they did not sweep despite that very hard Hindutva campaign shows that some kind of a narrative building for 24.
Make a point here.
Yeah, Kakil ji, quickly.
This is if they defeated in all the 4 states, then it is a big defeat of Modi ji, because he has put himself as the main face for his party, and this is certainly going to make a big impact on 2024.
The BJP lost all 4 last time around. Telangana, they weren't a player in. They lost all 4. But then that in Rajasthan, after having lost the state election, they won every single Lok Sabha seat.
So I don't know.
Okay, stay with me.
Shows
okay, you are convinced that this is somehow bad for one or the other. I don't know at this point of time. One person who can help us understand how she's feeling this morning, former Union Minister Renuka Chaudhary joining us. Ma'am, a very good morning to you. And it is a good morning from where you are sitting. Because it is looking like an upset is about to happen in a very good way for the Congress party in Telangana. How confident are you now feeling?
Absolutely. We've always been confident in the run-up to this election, and we were saying it even earlier that the voter has made a clear decision and that they're going to sail with the Congress, and so today the results are reflecting, and we are very, very happy. Of course, it's early times as yet, and the leads have come in, but I think this is going to sustain, probably improve also even further.
So Renuka ji, do we then credit the fact that the Congress had a better plan to offer the people of Telangana after, let's face it, you dominated Andhra Pradesh's politics for a long period of time? Then it all went wrong for 10 years and plus, and 10 years is a long time in politics. Or do we just accept the fact that KCR just mucked it up and handed it to you?
Well, I mean, you can see, take it as you want, but the fact is that KCR, the very premise on which he based himself as the heir and inheritor of Telangana was wrong. And from there it started deteriorating, and he said what he said and he did what he did. But the Congress always remained with the voter and with the worker at the ground level. And that kept progressing as we went. And this time, what we did and put the act together, it reflected so well. And the workers who've been with us for the past 10 years, who sustained us actually, and who believed in the Congress, it's really hats off to all of them. That despite all the harassment, the malice, the nonsense that was perpetuated on my workers, where they were arrested, put into jail, false cases, rowdy sheets opened on them, despite all that, these workers stood by us.
Okay, so how
it's
does...
wonderful, and Sonia Gandhi ji's inherent belief.
Okay, so I have to ask you the obvious question, ma'am. I'll come on to the national leadership in just a bit. But I have to ask you the obvious question. How does this then change, in your opinion, the momentum for 5 months later? If you form a government, the BJP did ironically better in the Lok Sabha out of Telangana than they did with only 1 seat in the state assembly elections. How does this impact 5 months later?
I'm very, very aware that the system can change and alter. We are very sensitive to the fact. But the sheer velocity by which we have come into this position today, I think is going to have a surge even further. It's not going to end with this election. And of course, voters are very, very clever and they will vote differently at assembly times and differently at parliament. But I think you're going to see a sea change at the national level where you will see a total polarizing towards the Congress. People are fed up of this chest thumping and Rambo politics that the BJP exhibits. We are fed up of this galaxy of two who keep coming to all the states, and their absolute insensitivity to what the southern sensibility is. And people have seen through this act, this mega talk which has all hot air and nothing else. So I think that 56 inches has been deflating steadily. Karnataka first, Telangana next,
Okay.
Rajasthan on our heels, Chhattisgarh of course, and Madhya Pradesh, let's watch.
Okay, so let me ask you the awkward question, even though I can predict the answer, ma'am, but has it helped the Congress that people like you and other local leaders, both from Himachal, then Karnataka, now in Telangana, in Chhattisgarh, even in Rajasthan and even in Kamal Nath in Madhya Pradesh, that the local leadership has been more in control, more in charge, more the faces, and be more upfront in the campaigning and not the national leadership? Is that a better plan for you?
It's not a better plan or worse plan. It's something that we have worked in tandem. How do you say that the national leadership didn't come down? We had Priyanka Gandhi, we had Rahul Gandhi, we had Ramesh Chennitala, we had Ashok Chavan, we had everyone. It was Congress all the way, right from the top to bottom, bottom to top. And that's what's fascinating, because the matrix which we worked with locally and the focus that came up locally was on this national matrix, and it showed a cohesive whole which inspired the voter.
Okay, I have to ask you, obviously, ma'am, that 5 years ago in 2018, it was a close contest in Madhya Pradesh, but it was a win.
Yeah.
It was a close contest in Rajasthan, but a win is a win. Chhattisgarh was a sweep. So you did really well. So what happened 5 months later that, after winning and forming a government in Rajasthan, every single Lok Sabha seat, for example, went to the BJP. Is it different? Are the state and national elections two totally different beasts?
Yeah, it does happen. People do vote differently. We are aware of that fact, and they're very intelligent. They probably thought that it's a better deal going with the center and believing the stuff that has been dished out by the national leaders of the BJP there. But I think they have seen through this act now, and you're going to see a very different picture as we emerge after these elections in the run-up to the next 5 months. And the fact that there's such a short time, and we will be delivering on the ground, that the citizen is going to understand and believe that we are going to
Okay, well, all politicians these days know to not count.
Also the talent that the Congress has.
Okay, everybody knows not to count our chickens, but as it looks, where Renuka ji is sitting, there seems to be good news, and I can't underestimate or underplay this. This is a fundamentally good news because this is not a close contest they lost last time around. This was a state in which the Congress used to once dominate and were wiped out because it was broken into two, and they're making a comeback. It looks like it. They should take the state of Telangana. Bad news for the BRS. That's good news for the Congress. In Chhattisgarh, even good news coming in. But that's not the picture. Renuka ji, wishing you the best for those two states because it looks like headed your way. I know the verdict for Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan is yet to be decided. I think Priya Sehgal is in the studio with me. She wants to ask you a quick question before we let you go. Priya.
Hi Renuka, I think she's gone.
Hi Priya.
Yeah, she's there. Go ahead.
Hi, sorry. Just one quick question. Good to see you here. Is this connect of Congress with the South? The South has with the Congress, because if this happens, then we are kind of sweeping. The Congress is going to be the party of the South, while BJP will continue to dominate on the North. So will there be a geographical as well as a political divide, you see?
There is a geographical sensibility that we are feeling in the South because of the complete crass approach that the centre has shown, the BJP has shown towards the southern states. And I don't think they even begin to comprehend what we are all about. They have no understanding. But it's not enough to say that this is just geographical divide. There is an inherent unrest amongst us in the south, but that doesn't mean that we are not going to stride across the north. I think overall there is a diminishing of the BJP if you go to see it. There's a fatigue that's coming, listening to the same rhetoric and those sloganeering and watching the Prime Minister of the country come down and work as a pracharak everywhere, and the total disregard of the dignity and the diversity of our nation. I think they are also feeling it. There are no filters. The filters are off.
Okay, well, we are going to find out. Nonetheless, it's happiness sometimes and sorrow on other fronts. But you're seeing a beaming Renuka ji sitting on the channel with us. So she's happy at least with the results that are coming out of Telangana. And what are the results coming out of Telangana? Revant Reddy expected to win in Kodangal now. Rajagopal Reddy of the Congress leading in Munugodu. In Mechal, Chamakura Mala Reddy, who is a current minister for the BRS, he is expected to win now. In Jangoa, PR Reddy of the BRS expected to win now, is leading by about 1,500 votes. So the BRS leading in 10 constituencies, they are expected to win. In Kutbulapur, the BRS is expected to win. But in Nalgonda, the Congress is expected to sweep. And that's where the seats are coming from, 66 leads. But the other figures on our screens, ladies and gentlemen, have changed substantially. Joining us now on the broadcast, Neha Joshi, representing the Bharatiya Janata Party. I also have Lavanya Balal representing the Congress. Neha, a lot of interesting developments have recently happened where Madhya Pradesh is looking like a thumping lead. Are you feeling more confident as we head into 10 o'clock?
Good morning, Rishabh. Thank you for having me. And absolutely, you know, we were confident despite a lot of pollsters predicting the opposite before and after polls. That Madhya Pradesh is going to be a clear win for us, and I think the early trends are showing just that. We fought the election with the policies of the Modi government and also of the Madhya Pradesh government, the kind of work that has been happening there, and our confidence also came from the number of women voters. You know that BJP has established itself as the party of choice for especially the women voters. You know, every policy of the Modi government or of any of our state governments will find women at the center of it. So I think that is our biggest strength, and I think you know, whenever we see voting percentage of women increase, it's almost a clear sign that the BJP is going to win that state.
Okay, quick thoughts on Rajasthan, where it's a lot closer. Before I ask you on the other two.
You know, it looks like a lot closer, but Rishabh, I was in Rajasthan, you know, as the youth wing in charge for the past 2 months. And let me tell you that Rajasthan is going to be a very clear, decisive victory for the BJP. And again, here too, the women factor is going to make a lot of difference, because the law and order issue was more related to women. The kind of crimes against women that we've seen in Rajasthan in the past 5 years. There's a reason why consistently Rajasthan has been topping the NCRB data when it comes to crimes against women. And wherever I went, it was the women who were absolutely vocal about you know, throwing the Congress government out. You know, some have gone on to say that you know, the freebies that Mr. Gehlot distributed almost on the eve of the election were going to work. But even women who received free phones and other you know, handouts from the Congress party, they were very clear that all of this is all right, but if we can't be safe, if our daughters, sisters can't be safe, then this is all not worth it.
Okay.
So I think you know, they are also looking at the neighboring state of Uttar Pradesh and the kind of change in law and order situation that has happened there under the Yogi government. And
Okay,
I think
there has been a thumping change as we've gone into second or third round of counting, where the BJP is pulling ahead in Madhya Pradesh at a level that I'm sure would surprise even the party. But Neha, quick thoughts. Telangana, I have to ask you. The BJP is expected to improve its tally. That's all you were hoping for, self-confessedly. But are you going to be troubled? That is, the Congress is back in a state where you probably didn't want them to be back.
Telangana has been an interesting state, and I think we knew, even during the election campaign that we were trying to increase our tally, and I think we are going to do that. But the Congress party, so far, the trends that I see in front of me right now, the Congress party is definitely making a lot of gains. So I think this is going to be sort of a solace for the Congress party that at least Telangana they're getting, because Chhattisgarh also, I think these are early trends, but Rishabh, let me tell you that I'm pretty confident that even Chhattisgarh, the BJP is going to do much better than
you're holding out to hope. I know there is dissection in moral victories. Everybody takes them. Infamously, Rahul Gandhi also took away moral victories in Gujarat once. But as things stand, Manish ji, as things stand, we are at 9:30 now, so things are going to solidify very rapidly. What it seems to be obvious to us is Telangana and Chhattisgarh are pretty confidently set. Madhya Pradesh has radically changed in the past half an hour as the second, third round of counting takes place, and is now a thumping lead for the BJP, beyond, I'm assuming, even the wildest imaginations as things speak.
See, this is very clear 2:2. But the BJP is having states like Rajasthan or MP, which are quite bigger than the Telangana and Chhattisgarh. So overall, if we see, BJP is in comfortable situation. They are into comfort that okay, they are retaining their Hindi Bhasi states, Hindi belt, So it will give a message that BJP is still into control into the this Hindi belt. If we see what Priya was saying earlier, the Congress is into divide, with the Congress is into south and BJP is into north. But in south, DMK, Anna DMK, these parties are very much strong in south. If we see entire south, all small parties, regional parties are into power, into force. So it is very difficult for Congress to compete BJP in 2024.
Okay,
correct.
Okay. So let me just give some updates from the ground, because the updates still do matter. In Telangana, the Congress has 47 constituencies. They have leads that are expected to become wins. So they are leading effectively in 47 constituencies, which means that in about 19 constituencies, it's still pretty close. Remember, they need about 60 to form the government. So Telangana is looking very strongly in favor of the Congress party. But what you're seeing, of course, is the development on your screens where it is rapidly changing in Madhya Pradesh, and it's heading towards advantage BJP. Priya, as things stand, we'll have to take a snapshot because that's all we can do until it's over. So the snapshot at just 9:30 is telling us that the BJP would be thrilled with these results, and there would be plenty for the Congress to take away. The BJP would be thrilled with 7 in Telangana, thrilled with a thumping win in Madhya Pradesh, and a win is a win in Rajasthan. They would not be expecting too much in Chhattisgarh, while the Congress would be expecting Chhattisgarh, would be thrilled with Telangana and say, we hung in there in Rajasthan, not bad.
Sure. BJP, I think, would be a little disappointed in Telangana, but it's an expected disappointment. I think they would be happy if BRS won rather than
they would have
Congress.
wanted their 7 and KCR to win.
Rather than
that would have been the perfect formula.
Correct. But there's also a subplot, Rishabh, if you may go into it, which is the war of the exit polls. Who's winning the exit polls? I think the results have given them an even hand, because Axis, I think, had said that BJP is winning Madhya Pradesh and Congress is winning Rajasthan. C voters said it the other way around. So clearly it's divided, with the BJP winning both. At least none of the exit polls are winning. But end of the day, I think
I gave up on this a long time ago. We still do them, but trust me, we've all learned the bitter lessons. Jyotiraditya Sandhya speaking out this morning. Let's listen in.
और समूचे मध्य प्रदेश की जनता को मैं नमन करता हूं, और अभी रुझान आ रहे हैं, अंतिम नतीजे तक हम लोग इंतजार करें, पर मुझे पूरा विश्वास है कि भारतीय जनता पार्टी की सरकार बहुमत नहीं लेकिन पूर्ण बहुमत के साथ बनेगी। अब मैंने आपको सदैव कहा मैं ज्योतिष नहीं हूँ, तो मैंने कहा है बहुमत नहीं, संपूर्ण बहुमत के साथ सरकार।
क्या कारण मानते हैं जनता का इतना समर्थन मिला है, क्या वजह है?
मैंने यही कहा कि हमारी डबल इंजन की सरकार, प्रधानमंत्री जी का नेतृत्व, प्रदेश में हमारी जन कल्याणकारी योजनाएं, इन सभी के आधार पर हमारा जनता के साथ एक व्यक्तिगत और हृदय का संबंध सुशासन की सरकार, यही कारण है। मुझे पूर्ण विश्वास है कि पूर्ण
दिग्विजय सिंह 2 दिन से आप पे अटैक कर रहे हैं। कल भी उन्होंने कहा कि हमारे पास सिंधिया जैसे नहीं है, हमारी कांग्रेस नहीं टूटेगी, हॉर्स ट्रेडिंग नहीं होगी, आपको गद्दार कह रहे हैं।
उनके हर एक बद्दुआ का मैं स्वागत करता हूं और दिग्विजय सिंह जी को मैं अपने तरफ से, अपने दिल की गहराइयों से मैं उनको शुभकामनाएं भी देता हूं।
ठीक है, थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू।
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, as things are panning out, and they are panning out now, I think we have reached a situation where Chhattisgarh is probably a closed chapter, and we are now going to have to clock in a Congress win and return to power in Chhattisgarh. Whether that's obviously a return to power for Bhupesh Baghel, whether there are other contenders, we don't know, but he seems to be pretty confidently heading in if he has delivered an emphatic mandate. If it had been a lot closer, 1 or 2 seats difference, then maybe others had a chance. So Chhattisgarh is solidifying as we head into 10 o'clock. That's a win in the bank. Telangana is probably still too early to call, but within half an hour, 45 minutes, we should have a verdict from Telangana, which would be indicating a major upset at that stage. BJP would be happy with their 7 seats. They would have hoped up to 10, but 7 is no mean feat. It is in Rajasthan, where it is still too close to call. You need 100, ideally 101 to form the government. Gehlot got 100 last time around. It's 99-85. But Madhya Pradesh is heading in a direction, honestly, that none of us probably sitting in studio were expecting. 140 to 88 to 2. Akhil ji, what is your thought on the developments on the snapshot in front of your screens?
It's surprising, of course, but let us see what happens finally. Apart from that, I have been telling since very, very long that if you see the results of those exit polls and the predictions, I would say that always there will be a doubt on EVM. I would say that why BJP is not interested in removing EVM. They have got all kind of controls over this.
I would say
a
waste of time conversation.
Being an engineer, I would say
even the Congress has given up on this line of thought.
all over the world, US, UK, all they've stopped using. Germany stopped using.
In the entire political fray at present, Aam Aadmi Party is nowhere, and still you are singing the song.
Come on, are we saying that the EVMs are working in Telangana and Chhattisgarh, but they're not working in Rajasthan?
Like Manish Sisodia.
Come on. It doesn't achieve anything. Okay, let me quickly get Lavanya Balal into this. Lavanya, now, I think while Chhattisgarh is also flipped a few seats here and there, let's start the focus in Telangana, where there is a confidence of the position of the Congress. What's the feedback that you're getting? Are you confident now in Telangana more so than you were an hour or so ago?
Good morning, Rishabh. We were always confident of winning Telangana. There were no doubts about it. And rest of the 3 states, I would say the day is quite early. We will wait and watch till about 11 to know which way the results are going. But we are quite confident of winning multiple states this time.
Okay, multiple states. It's not looking very good in Madhya Pradesh. Chhattisgarh, as we speak, has also become pretty close. I know we are still early, probably an hour away before we can say anything. But Telangana looking excellent. But how much does this matter? I mean, a lot of heart and soul goes into any political campaign from a political party. But are you hoping that even if there's a loss in some states, that it's a close run thing and not a sweep against you?
Rishabh, I think this question is, you're asking because it's a run-up to 2024 elections. See, if you look at Congress party, they have always been accused of being very laid back and not quite aggressive or hungry enough to win elections. And that has changed. If you look at the past 1 year, there is a difference in the way the cadre works and the treats the elections, right? So that's a huge learning for us, and we have picked up, and we are confident, this is going to help us. Yes, there might be losses, and that would be very, very upsetting and very sad and tragic for us to lose.
Okay, I just want to hold the thought for a second, because I want to direct the attention of my audience to the bottom right of your screens, because just see what happened in the past 10 minutes. Let me quickly get Vinita from the BJP into this. Vinita ji, as things stand, I mean, you're not expected to form a government in Telangana, so I don't think that was the big bet for you. But it is looking exceedingly good in Madhya Pradesh. Beyond, even the best estimates of every BJP person who was hoping for between 120 and 130. At 140 right now, Chhattisgarh has become very close, and Rajasthan is very close. Are you feeling quietly confident now that that it's shaping up well this morning?
BJP is taking the lead in Chhattisgarh.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, we're feeling quite resurgent and confident, and the results for Madhya Pradesh was not surprising because we always, Shivraj Singh Ji had always spoken about the resounding mandate that he would get back in Madhya Pradesh. So it's a total proof and validation of Modi Ji's programs and efficacy and implementation on the ground, be it whatever, from the Jan Dhan to the Awas to the roads to everything else that he has done for Madhya Pradesh, and taken the state from Bimaru to Viksit and increased the per capita from 12,000 to 140,000. So it's a great story of resounding success of Modi Ji's programs on the ground, the implementation efficacy, and so it is so much in Rajasthan as well. And, of course, getting the factor of anti-Gehlot because of all the scams and the corruption and everything else that was happening in Rajasthan. It's becoming so unsafe for women. The crime rates were increasing against women. The NCRB data proved that. So all that was going against Rajasthan, and therefore, also, topping on that was, of course, Modi Ji's programs and the implementation and efficacy of the central government programs on the ground in Rajasthan as well. Chhattisgarh is neck to neck, but we are hoping to, I think we will get a resounding mandate there as well. Telangana, we've made a mark, nevertheless. So let's hope for the best, yeah.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, they say a week is a long time in politics. On results day, a half an hour is a long time because as we speak, look at the bottom right of your screens. 45 is what it takes to form a government in Chhattisgarh. You don't want to be 46, 47. That would be a break from the norms where generally one party sweeps in one direction or the other. So you don't want to be 46, 47. You want to be north of 50. The Congress is now south of 50. They are less than 50 seats leading in Chhattisgarh. The BJP, as you can see, there you go. There's another flip on your screens, and it's back to neck and neck. So very close fight in what seemed to be a foregone conclusion in Chhattisgarh, which is why we're here, which is why it's live. Which is why I'm more of a commentator today than anything else. The figure in the top of your screens is now solidifying 116 it takes to form a government in Madhya Pradesh. The BJP was not expecting 140. Their best estimates were between 120 and 130. They would have been happy with it. But 138 leads right now. That, ladies and gentlemen, qualifies as a sweep. That is not a close contest. That's a win, an emphatic win. In Rajasthan, it is a close contest. And the reason it's a close contest is it takes 101 seats to form a government. The BJP is at 102. So the Congress has dipped 18. The key interesting factor will be, and I'll try to get a breakup for you, who these 15 others are. That's going to be fascinating. Telangana has been pretty static for the past half an hour, which is giving an indication. 60 seats to form a government there. The Congress sitting at 63. They would like 3-4 more. They would like to be closer to 70. You don't want to have resort politics in Telangana for sure. Trust me, all the Congress leaders from Karnataka are already there to make sure it doesn't happen. But you would want a slightly more comfortable margin, but doesn't make a difference. Even one is a win. That's what they had in Rajasthan last time. Win by one. One is a win, and that's all that matters. Priya, quick thoughts on how the snapshot has changed in the past 20 minutes.
No, in fact, we've already seen the credit being given to Modi ji, and you can expect a big victory march in the evening if this holds true, or even if it doesn't, even if they get one, either Madhya Pradesh or Rajasthan, that's a win for the BJP, and they're going to play it up. The numbers, as you said, Rishabh, the independents I would be very interested in because the Ashok Gehlot is known as the Jadugar, and he has fielded a whole lot of independents also. He always likes to have a plan B, maybe not so much for the BJP, but to counter Sachin Pilot also. So he has fielded independents. Okay. But if they cross that 100 mark, then these independents don't matter because,
strange
at the end of the day,
Priya, happen in politics. You can win the state but lose your seats. Bhupesh Baghel is in the third round of counting now, trailing in Patan. So you can win the state and lose your seat. So right now it's neck to neck. I think the BJP at about 10 o'clock will be very thrilled with what's happening in Chhattisgarh. They're going on.
So will T.S. Sinhdeo, I think, if Baghel loses. In fact, Rishabh,
T.S. Sinhdeo would want the Congress to win like 3 seats.
And Baghel to lose.
So, and Baghel to lose. Because that's the ideal. I mean, you don't get the ideal juicy cherry on top because you win to form a government, but the other guy has cut his margin of victory down from 60 to 3 or 4. And that gives you the best advantage. That's what he would want.
But I was
the things through EVM. I would say again, remotely there is a big difference because I am an engineer. Being engineer, why you have put between the CPU and the input unit? You have put.
So you can do anything. You can go to a poll booth.
I would say
put a cut
you can
on the
remotely
table
change, and BJP can do that.
Also.
BJP can do that.
Okay, you can put a cut down the table and stuff ballot papers. That's also possible. It's all possible. Can fixing happen in elections? Yes, it can. Yes, it can. Is it happening? I don't know. Yeah, Priya, one quick
one quick point before we got diverted to the EVM was that, in the elections, you were talking about losing by 1 vote. In the election campaign on the ground, I could hear speaker after speaker telling the Congress crowd, remember CP Joshi. So please, though we are ahead,
was he the infamous one that he and his family forgot to vote and they lost by 1 vote?
His wife didn't vote or he didn't vote, but they lost.
What about West Bengal? There are more than 20 seats.
Akhilji, West Bengal kahan se pahunch gaya?
The same EVM.
We'll do analysis.
Manipulating the things.
Let at least the political parties object about the EVMs, which seem to be working fine.
No, being a citizen of India, and he should have every right.
Okay, so Akhilji will probably not vote because he doesn't trust the EVMs. We leave it to his choice. Okay.
Always there will be doubt. Why all over the world it is stopped? Why?
Let's get back to the current stature. Maniji, as the snapshot now exists, the change has happened in Chhattisgarh. Okay, where it's suddenly become close. Madhya Pradesh has been static for the past 45 minutes, up and down only a couple of seats. Rajasthan is up and down a couple of seats, but that's government formation seats. Telangana has been static. The developments are happening in Chhattisgarh as we speak.
So now, if we see, first of all, if we see Telangana, BJP is in, I think, comfortable situation. If KCR wins, then BJP has to fight for 2 fronts, one for Congress, one for Telangana. Now, KCR doesn't have any choice but to support in the national election BJP directly or indirectly. So this is not the bad situation in Telangana, I feel personally. And in Chhattisgarh, yes, this is a good situation. If BJP is on the neck-to-neck fight or on to margin, T.S. Singhdev can support or BJP can support to T.S. Singhdev. So this is good situation for T.S. Singhdev in the Congress or outside the Congress because Bhupesh Baghel is already trailing. Now, if we see Rajasthan,
just a quick political dipstick test of what's happening, because what's happening on the ground also matters. I'm going to get my reporters in back with us. It is Vivek Tankha, Kamal Nath and Digvijay Singh who are currently at the Congress HQ. So they are there together watching these results come in. They are not going to be happy right now. Scindia has now left to meet with Shivraj Chauhan. Very interesting meeting is about to happen there because they are aware of the numbers as fast as we are.
And they are both after the same trophy. So, a very interesting
fair
meeting.
Enough, or who knows?
They want to weigh each other actually. They want to weigh each other.
Both might not get it.
But you know what was the slogan in Madhya Pradesh? Ek Shivraj BJP, ek Maharaj BJP,
so
or ek Naraz BJP.
Let me ask you the question. Is it when there is a very emphatic win, okay, that there is confidence in the central leadership in doing a regime change, or is it easier to do it when it's a closer win?
Whom are you asking?
I'm asking you. So no, if you get 140 seats, okay, so Jyoti has done his job, Shivraj Singh Chauhan has currently done his job. Do you then go and say, oh no, we have to think of next generation 5 years later, and it can't be Shivraj 5 years later, so we're making the change now?
No, it's not just next generation 5 years later. There is a huge tussle between the Shivraj Singh Chauhan and the central leadership of the BJP. You know that there's the old BJP versus the Amit Shah Modi BJP. So they would very happily not want to make him chief minister. They made it very clear they wanted to shift him to the centre even before the elections. He refused, and the RSS backed him. So that battle is going to be an interesting one to watch. If the numbers hold, then I think Modi and Shah would be quite happy. Will have no problem in removing him because he cannot create any situation on the ground in that sense. But having said that, Shivraj Singh Chauhan does have the backing of the BJP, so it all remains to be seen whether
ladies and gentlemen, let's be honest, the Cricket World Cup final this year was a bit of a disappointment.
This is better.
But this is tenterhooks. It's tenterhooks. If you are sitting with KT Rama Rao right now, okay, you are just hanging in there. Come on, 61. 61, we can get the others in. Okay, who knows? Who knows? We can even do a deal with the BJP.
But not even with the independents and BJP.
Just we need 2 more guys. Come on, we need 2 more. If you're in Rajasthan, it can't get closer than this. It can't. You're at the halfway mark. You need 1 more seat. Now you can get the others.
Changed.
So, but it's so close. In Chhattisgarh, what just
45,
happened?
60,
It's a last over twist. As you're watching celebrations happening, this looks like one of the BJP offices. Because I can see a photograph of JP Nadda. Some table thumping is happening. I don't know whether it's out of nervousness or jubilation, but that can only be happening in the context of Madhya Pradesh, because who knows what's happening there.
Yeah,
and trust me, we've been there. The BJP central leadership has been there. Very confident in Karnataka once, in Madhya Pradesh, in Maharashtra once, and then suddenly it went south, and the evening had different things. So they've become a lot more measured. With expressing their confidence. The Prime Minister, of course, has been in Dubai in the middle of all of this, attending the COP28 things, having 5 bilateral meetings and attending 6 other sessions. Kamal Nath is what you're watching on your screen. You can see Vivek Tanka, Digvijay Singh, Kamal Nath and the leadership of the Madhya Pradesh Congress Party. Sitting on Kamal Nath's left.
Okay.
They are not ripping each other's clothes off, so it's looking comfortable.
I don't think very comfortable.
Things maybe uncomfortable. Somebody has shown up in saffron. Not the best photo of them.
Insider person, no?
Okay, yeah. That Akhil ji will say the fixing it just happened there. He's the guy probably fiddling around with the EVMs.
You see, this saffron is not bad thing.
No, of course not.
It's not bad. But the people though use saffron for their own selfish purposes, then it is not good.
I think a TV journalist
so
recently
if
got
he
trolled
sits in the Congress side, so it is secular, and if that saffron person is sitting in the BJP office, and it is
we'll
for
allow
other
somebody
purposes,
to make a viral video and meme out of this. Okay, we'll skip through it. Let me quickly get Lavanya back into this. Lavanya, I know we can only take snapshots right now because it's you are watching it happen. It's like we are watching it happen, and there's no party position until it's done. But what do you make of what's happening as things speak, where Madhya Pradesh doesn't seem to be now going your way?
Very disappointing, I have to say, after all of the scams that have happened under Shivraj Singh. Of course, the last government of Madhya Pradesh, that is the current BJP government, was formed, beyond the constitutional framework. But then it's very, very disappointing if people have voted once again for the most corrupt government in India. In Madhya Pradesh once again, and we have seen the health index, the development index, and all of that where they have failed miserably. It's very, very sad if people have chosen the BJP government to lead it once again. Of course, the BJP will go ahead, if they win, that they will credit Modi ji. Everything from panchayat to the national elections, the credit goes to Mr. Modi if they win. If they lose, of course, it goes to state leaders and Mr. JP Nadda. But it is going to be a huge learning for us, and we need to look at what we miscalculated.
Okay, so Madhya Pradesh is looking bad. Everywhere else is probably too close for us to say that it confidently got it one way or the other. Telangana is certainly looking good. It should go your way. It's still close. Chhattisgarh is flipping around very, very rapidly. So now it's neck to neck. And Rajasthan is also neck to neck. The BJP doesn't have a government formation majority yet. So if push comes to shove, Lavanya, let me ask you the political question. If push comes to shove and Rajasthan ends up being a hung assembly, like last time around where it was down to 1 seat, are you confident that Gehlot ji can deliver some of the others?
We are very confident of our leaders, Gehlot ji and
good
Sachin
confidence.
In Rajasthan, we are confident of our state leaders. If it is very, very close call, we do know they will be able to deliver.
Okay, Akhil Khan, if indeed the Congress gets 80 or 90 seats in Rajasthan, which is just 5, 7, 10 less than last time, it is clearly telling you that there is an entrenched vote share, because Sachin Pilot wasn't really aggressively campaigning as much this round. That there is some Congress entrenched vote share that is keeping the Congress hanging on in these neck-to-neck contests in the state.
You see, Rajesh Pilot, Sachin Pilot. Sachin Pilot has made very good point when he opposed this BJP's madam for the corruption charges. And Gehlot has not given heed to his attack on Vasundhara Raje. So that might have made some difference on these issues. But I would say that all is well if end well. Government formation depends on final results. So let us wait for the final result.
Okay.
And we hope that the things will improve.
Okay, quick updates on some VIP constituency in Jhalawar. Vasundhara Raje is ahead by 9,000 votes after 4 rounds of counting. That's going to be a thumping win for her. As we speak in Bilaspur, Amar Agarwal is leading by 6,000 votes, so he's going to win that seat. In Sitapur, Amarjit Bhagat of the Congress is leading, but it's a close call. He's only leading by 300 votes. I'm just kicking you through some quick updates because it's telling you the reason. These are the 200, 300 seat leads that are turning around. And in Chhattisgarh, as we speak, the BJP now is in the lead at 47. Government forms at 45. Chhattisgarh generally goes one way or the other, but it's living a neck-to-neck contest. Look at what's happening in Madhya Pradesh. 140 leads for the BJP. We are at 10 o'clock now. That is a thumping sweep. Not as much. They've done better two elections ago. They've hit the 160 mark also in Madhya Pradesh elections. But at 140, they would be thrilled. Rajasthan still too close to call. Priya, I just wanted to comment on Rajasthan because if it is this close, we had a very interesting interview with T.S. Singh Deo a couple of days ago. And he said, look, the BJP has 32% votes in Chhattisgarh. We have 32% votes. This is fixed. This we both get. Is the balance that we have to fight for, that is the difference between 20-30 seats and winning and being completely defeated. So is there a Congress entrenched vote share in at least at the state level that's delivering them these numbers?
In Rajasthan? In
Rajasthan, yes.
Yes, of course. No, in Rajasthan also, Ashok Gehlot has also made a lot of rebels who are standing are backed by Ashok Gehlot. This is what got him the government.
You think the same strategy as last time? That the few people leave and they're outside the party, but you know that they'll only come back if Ashok Gehlot asks them.
Yeah. And also he's put them against a lot of Congress candidates. So this is something that Rahul Gandhi has not been happy about. For instance, Manvendra Singh, his seat. He was not given the seat he wanted. Then a Congress rebel candidate has been put up against him. And this is something that the central leadership has taken note of. They're not very happy with the way Gehlot has also conducted himself. Either Gehlot or Kamal Nath. They gave them both the lead, said, okay, you run the campaign the way you want to. But they were not happy with the high-handedness and the fact that they both played a one-man show. They didn't take the organization around along with them. If you're winning, then all this high-handedness is said great leadership. But if you're losing, then all this will be taken into account on Judgment Day, and the regime change will happen.
True that it happens, and you might be losing. So is a Sachin pilot a bit not so unhappy?
Sachin would be
at a close loss.
I think close loss or even any loss, close loss means BJP will win. BJP is very smart at pulling through the numbers. If there are 1 or 2 seats this time, BJP is pretty nimble.
So it's flipped, it's exactly flipped, 100 to 85 with 14 others, exactly flipped. 100 is what Gehlot got last time around. The BJP again leading in 140 in Madhya Pradesh. It's
that's a big one.
That is no doubt, but that's going to be another story, an unexpected story. We can be more honest. The BJP was expecting excellent performance in Rajasthan. They were a bit wary about Madhya Pradesh. They had sort of given up on Chhattisgarh and Telangana. Of course, it was just about improving your seat share and vote share. Okay. So this, even for the BJP, I can tell you pretty emphatically, is a surprise. It's a very pleasant surprise. This is probably a concern. This is where they wanted to do better. Chhattisgarh is a disappointment. But not a surprising disappointment. Manishji, take us through a snapshot. What do you feel about where the situation stands? Chhattisgarh is where it's changing very, very rapidly.
See, if we talk about the Rajasthan and MP first, see, in both the states, the political caste system is different. In the MP, OBC and scheduled caste people population is on the higher side, whereas in the Rajasthan, the Rajput community is on the dominating as well as Brahmin. And in both the states, BJP is going ahead, which gives a clear message that Jatigat Janagana, this caste census is no effect, and at least in this election.
Okay.
I feel because it is not even 5%.
Okay.
And this Kisan Andolan, again there is no impact on this.
Very interesting. Look at the figure in Madhya Pradesh, 142 leads for the BJP. Wow. It's becoming more and more one-sided. It could flip around.
It is 2/3 now.
It could flip around. It could flip around. We've just seen it happen in Chhattisgarh.
Flip around with such a huge lead.
let's be careful. But it's heading in a direction. I don't know whether that's a direction that is comfortable. As we speak, I'm told Jyotiraditya Scindia is arriving at the CM's residence. So he's going to be meeting. Important meeting is about to start in Madhya Pradesh. I want to hit the ground. Ehtiyab is joining us now from Indore. Uday is there. I think Uday is about to have a long night in Jaipur. We wanted him back in Delhi tomorrow, but that doesn't look like happening if the numbers stay this way. But before I come to you all of that, let's take a quick dipstick test in Telangana. Let's put some faces to the context, because then you understand how strong these leads are. Pia, my colleague, is standing by. She has the wins and leads from Telangana. Pia, take it away.
Indeed, let's take a look at what is happening in Telangana. We have K. Chandrasekhar Rao, who's leading from Gajwel. Apart from this, another key face, Revant Reddy, he's leading from Kodangal. Meanwhile, K.T. Ramarao of the BRS is leading in Sirsila. Apart from this, the other key candidates we're tracking, Harish Rao of the BRS leading in Siddipet. But this is not all. T. Raja Singh of the Bharatiya Janata Party is leading in Gosha Mahal. Meanwhile, V. Srinivas Gaud of the BRS is trailing in Mahbubnagar. After that, Akbaruddin Owaisi of the AIMM is leading in Chandrayan Gutta. But this is not all. Interestingly, KCR is trailing in Kamareddy. A big battle, of course, taking place in Kamareddy, where Revant Reddy, on the other hand, of the Congress party is leading. This is, of course, a key seat. Meanwhile, Etela Rajendra of the BJP is leading in Huzurabad. Of course, another key seat that we are keeping our focus on. But Mohammad Azharuddin of the Congress party leading in Jubilee Hills. Okay. Back to you, Rishabh.
It's the moment of Revant Reddy. Keep an eye out on that name. Revant Reddy, who's been a crucial part of the Congress campaign in Telangana. It's going to be his day. So keep an eye out for that name in the future politics, not only of the state in Telangana, but in national politics. Revant Reddy, ladies and gentlemen, he just might do an upset shock defeat of KCR in his constituency and might even sweep the party to power in Telangana. It's going to be a big deal. Key ticket item in Chhattisgarh. Look at how it's flipping around. Madhya Pradesh is stabilized. You can clearly see 141 for leads for the BJP. You only need 116. So that's looking confident there, but heck, we thought Chhattisgarh was confident one way. The Congress now leading in Chhattisgarh ahead of the halfway mark, but who knows? Rajasthan, it's been between 9900 for the past 50 minutes. We don't know how this ends up, because how it ends up is the only thing that's important. The rest of it is just plain excitement. Uday Pratap Singh, Uday, it's turning out to be a lot closer. Where are you right now, and how are the nerves around you of the people?
Well, absolutely, Rishabh. I'm currently at Rajasthan former Chief Minister Vasundhara Raje's residence now in Jaipur. It's just hardly 500 meters away from Chief Minister Ashok Gehlot's residence. So whether the action is there or here, we'll perhaps know in an hour from now. But if the number stays very close, as right now it is looking, the gap between the Congress and BJP in Rajasthan, with BJP obviously having the edge, as we've been saying since the morning, and as a lot of exit polls have predicted, then the role of the lady's residence over here, Vasundhara Raje, becomes very, very crucial, because then her confidence, her strong people who right now are leading in many seats become important, and then perhaps it will be left to her, to get the independents and some of those who've rebelled back into the fold of the BJP to support them. Right now, independents leading in multiple, seats in Rajasthan, including Chandraban Akhya in Chittorgarh, including Ravindra Bhati in Sheo, Priyanka Chaudhary also leading in Barmer currently. If we talk about what's happening right now, well, former CM
what's
Raje
happening right now seems to be nothing happening right now. I was about to ask you, itna sannata kyun hai?
बिल्कुल बहुत सन्नाटा है यहाँ, क्योंकि वेट एंड वॉच हो रहा है. दोनों यहाँ पे और मुख्यमंत्री अशोक गहलोत के निवास पे भी. At Ashok Gehlot's residence, of course, some movement of cars, of course, happening here. The gates open up every few minutes, but right now, wait and watch approach happening, because obviously it all depends on the numbers. Ashok Gehlot, we are told, is also at his residence. He's waiting for the observers from Delhi to arrive. Bhupinder Singh Hooda, Mukul Vasnik, and Madhusudan Mistry, who have been appointed for Rajasthan, are going to reach at 11 a.m. After that, he will move to the war room. They are waiting to see if they are coming in touching distance and whether BJP falls below the majority mark. Only then will the movement start. Right now, it's a cautious approach being followed by both the BJP and the Congress camps in Rajasthan.
Rajasthan is close. It's very close. It's very close. It's advantage BJP, but it's very close. Heck, Gehlot formed the government with this. But those others are going to be very important. We'll have to take a deep dive into those very, very shortly. That seems to be where this is headed. Look at how close Chhattisgarh has become. My gosh. But the big ticket item right now is where Ehtiyab is standing by in Indore, Madhya Pradesh. Ehtiyab, this is a surprise. You and I both know that this is a surprise. If the BJP crosses 140, even they weren't expecting 140.
Absolutely, absolutely correct. The initial indications, yes, definitely are surprising. And as far as the buzz around in Nehru Stadium, where I am, I can see saffron all over. I don't see any of the Congress candidates or Congress karyakartas around, but we can see there are so many BJP karyakartas hanging around in this area. Yes, definitely, it is surprising. And in fact, as far as Indore is concerned, I'll just take you through very quickly. Out of 9 constituencies in Indore, Congress is just leading in 2 constituencies. That is Vidhan Sabha Kramank 3, which is Pintu Joshi from Congress. He is leading right now at the on the second round, and the other one happens to be. This is Depalpur, yes, Depalpur Vishal Patel, he is leading with 812. Rest, it is BJP. The hot seat, Indore 1, where Kailash Vijayvargiya and Sanjay Shukla are contesting. It is said that Kailash Vijayvargiya is leading from Vidhan Sabha 1. Vidhan Sabha 2, yes, definitely, it is BJP again. Vidhan Sabha 3, yes, definitely, Congress is there. Vidhan Sabha 4, BJP is leading. Vidhan Sabha 5, BJP is leading. Rao BJP is leading. So entirely out of 9, only 2 constituencies are there where Congress has taken a bit of a lead. Yes, definitely, it is surprising. And as I said, that the buzz around in this center, I can see a lot of BJP people.
There is some BJP
around.
excitement happening. Well, the drum rolls are coming out. It might be too soon. It's been too soon a couple of times in the past in Karnataka and in Maharashtra. But ladies and gentlemen, this is, I can now safely tell you, 140 plus in Madhya Pradesh would be above and beyond the BJP's wildest expectations. They were genuinely concerned about a major anti-incumbency against Shivraj Chauhan. So concerned that they felt it was better to perhaps not have his faces in every single poster that the BJP was putting up, which is saying a lot. Well, guess what? In Rajasthan, it is so close. It is so close that Gehlot will still be convinced that he's still got a shoe in. He'll be counting that figure of 18 very closely. In Telangana, the BRS is probably still going to be thinking they maybe have a shot. It's only 5 seats. Maybe they can sway the others. Look what's happened in Chhattisgarh. It's as neck to neck in Rajasthan, and the BJP is going to be thrilled about that. If they can sneak a win in Chhattisgarh, it will be contrary to everybody's expectation, including theirs. They were not expecting a win in Chhattisgarh. So if they can sneak a win, a thumping win in Madhya Pradesh, a sneaky win in Chhattisgarh, and good enough to form a government in Rajasthan, that is very good news in 2023. Joyita Basu, editor of the Sunday Guardian, joining us this morning. Joyita, what do you make of the snapshot on your screens?
Well, first of all, to me, Madhya Pradesh appears to be a case of, tortoise versus the hare. In this case, hare being Kamal Nath and tortoise being, I would say, Shivraj Chauhan, and actually Shivraj Chauhan, if you ask me. Primarily because, you see, I think there was overconfidence and there was complacency. I mean, even a few months back, we were being told that Congress is not just winning, it is winning, it's going to be 140 seats. And that is what all that we were hearing about, how there is anger, there's a fatigue factor against Shivraj Chauhan, the reason why there's no way that he was coming back and Congress was going to sweep. I would say even 10 days back, reporters from Madhya Pradesh were saying that it's going to be a Congress sweep. But from that, I think what happened, now that we are hearing that there was a lot of complacency that came into the Congress camp, rather Kamal Nath's camp, as a result of which, and
I thought, Joyita, that he'd been quietly working for a long period of time, and he had been.
No, that is the whole thing. They were, but a lot of push was being given, a lot of buzz was being generated. The actual quiet work was being done by Shivraj Singh Chauhan. And if we are looking at it in terms of the women vote, I think Mamaji's women vote has really helped.
There's nothing
also contributed.
There's nothing as exciting once you do better than expected. Imagine going and giving an exam and expecting just to pass, and you get a 90%. So it's very happy. Your parents are thrilled. Your family members are thrilled. And you pretend, I was confident all along. But that's not the truth. 145 leads for the BJP. Joyita, finish your thought.
Now, the interesting part is that, it's not going to sound nice, but the fact of the matter is that how happy is the BJP that the Mamaji is sweeping? Because they were hoping to have a change in face of...
What a horrible problem to have, Joyita. We swept Madhya Pradesh. Damn it. How did we sweep Madhya Pradesh? If you were the BJP and you were very politically astute, you would want a very narrow victory.
Yes.
Because you would want to do a leadership change in Madhya Pradesh. You'll probably still have to do a leadership change in Madhya Pradesh, but that leadership change probably gets shoved by 6-8 months. You never know. Elections in the Lok Sabha far more important right now for the Bharatiya Janata Party. They would have taken a defeat in all these states as long as they won in the Lok Sabha. So this is a Sone Par Suhaga moment right now happening, exciting development. Yes. Jyoti, finish your thought, then I want to go back to it.
Looking at Rajasthan, I think BJP has crossed these numbers are of course 100, at some other sites are showing they have crossed 105. Now if it goes between 105 and 110, I don't think Vasundhara Raje is coming back as Chief Minister. BJP will definitely go for a change in face. And when we are looking at Chhattisgarh, now that's, in fact, it's definitely a surprise.
But do you really want to upset Vasundhara? Even now, you have Lok Sabha elections in 5 months. Why get into that fight?
No, but then the thing is that...
Okay. Sorry, as we speak, here's Gajendra Shekhawat. This is interesting. Let's listen in.
जिनसे आप सबसे कह रहा था, अभी तो और इंतज़ार करिए. ये तय मानिए कि जादूगर का जादू खत्म हो गया है, तिलिस्म टूट गया है और राजस्थान की जनता ने हकीकत पर वोट किया.
मध्य प्रदेश में भी आगे चल रहे हैं.
मध्य प्रदेश में भारतीय जनता पार्टी प्रचंड बहुमत के साथ में 2/3 बहुमत के साथ सरकार में आएगी, ये हमने कहा था. और छत्तीसगढ़ में भी भारतीय जनता पार्टी सरकार बनाएगी, आप देखते रहिए.
सर, जिस तरीके से बात करें करप्शन और महिलाओं के खिलाफ जो इस तरीके से लगातार यहाँ पे क्राइम थे, लगता है वो सब जो है जनता...
देखिए, राजस्थान की जनता ने ये चुनाव मुखर होकर के कांग्रेस पार्टी को सत्ता से निकाल करके फेंकने के लिए लड़ा था. तमाम तरह के प्रलोभन दिए गए, झांसे दिए गए, लेकिन राजस्थान की जनता स्वाभिमानी जनता है और उन्होंने ये मानस बना लिया था, तय कर लिया था कि महिलाओं का सम्मान की रक्षा न करने पाने वाली इस भ्रष्टाचारी सरकार को हम किसी भी तरह से बर्दाश्त नहीं करेंगे. तमाम दावे खोखले साबित हुए, तमाम वादे खोखले साबित हुए और ये आधारविहीन वादों वाली सरकार को जनता ने नकार दिया.
लगता है कि गहलोत साहब की जो गारंटियां थी
वो तो जनता ने ही फेल कर दिया. अब मुझे क्या लगना है यार.
पार्टी कार्यालय वैसे
Gajendra Shekhawat, currently of course Union Minister of Jal Shakti, he's a person who could be a future Chief Minister of Rajasthan. Whether that future is tomorrow or a bit later than that, we don't know, but certainly a person who would consider himself and the BJP would consider himself as a player for tomorrow.
For more such videos, subscribe to the NewsX YouTube channel, hit the bell icon.